31. The NightSong.
We are in the second part of the book, which takes place in a land called the Happy Isles. It signifies that Zarathustra is in a happy place, spiritually. But until now, he said very little about himself, and focused on other people, those who belong to groups that are the enemies of happiness, criticizing them for their beliefs. Now, finally, he starts to talk about where he is at.
'Tis night. Now do all gushing fountains speak louder, and my soul also is a gushing fountain. 'Tis night. Now only do all songs of the loving ones awake, and my soul also is the song of a loving one. Something unappeased, unappeasable is within me. It longeth to find expression. A craving for love is within me, which speaketh itself the language of love.
The reason why he didn't speak of himself was that he was content. When you're happy, there's not much to say about it, and any attempt to put it in words would only diminish it. But now, he feels something new awakening in him. Suddenly, he is discontent, and feels a longing for something else.
Light am I, that I were night, but it is my lonesomeness to be begirt with light. That I were dark and nightly, how would I suck at the breasts of light? And you yourselves would I bless, ye twinkling starlets and glowworms aloft, and would rejoice in the gifts of your light.
His happiness and contentment are the problem. There is a part in him that wants to grow, but he feels like he has no place to grow to. He was drawn to the light, and worked to transform himself so he would be purely light. But now that he succeeded, now that he is driven only by his own inner fire, he no longer has a light to strive for. He is content, yes, but apparently, contentment is not enough.
But I live in mine own light. I drink again into myself the flames that break forth from me. I know not the happiness of the receiver, and oft have I dreamt that stealing must be more blessed than receiving. It is my poverty that my hand never ceaseth bestowing. It is mine envy that I see waiting eyes, and the brightened nights of longing.
Previously, he talked about the bestowing virtue. When you are happy, your soul brims with knowledge and insights, and you feel the need to bestow them upon others. But now he envies those who are receiving his gifts, feeling that they are more fortunate than him. He has brought himself so high above other humans that he almost forgot how great it is to receive something from others, to be taught something new.
Oh, the misery of all bestowers, oh, the darkening of my sun, oh, the craving to crave, oh, the violent hunger in satiety. They take from me, but do I yet touch their soul? There is a gap twixt giving and receiving, and the smallest gap hath finally to be bridged over.
In this state of self-doubt, Zarathustra begins to wonder if his teachings really reach his students. Do they understand what he is saying? Are they truly being enriched by what he gives them?
A hunger ariseth out of my beauty. I should like to injure those I illumine. I should like to rob those I have gifted. Thus do I hunger for wickedness. Withdrawing my hand when another hand already stretcheth out to it, hesitating like the cascade, which hesitateth even in its leap, thus do I hunger for wickedness. Such revenge doth mine abundance think of, such mischief welleth out of my lonesomeness. My happiness in bestowing died in bestowing. My virtue became weary of itself by its abundance.
In the opening lines of the prologue, Zarathustra announced that, I am weary of my wisdom, like a bee that hath gathered too much honey. He felt the need to bestow his wisdom upon others, and later he said that bestowing is the highest of all virtues. But now, paraphrasing those lines, he says that he is weary of his bestowing virtue. All along, he was telling us that the way to transcend negative feelings was to reach a state of happiness, where you are so happy that you wish bad on no one. But now, weary of his own happiness, the negative thoughts creep back in. He starts to bear a grudge against those who benefit from his teachings, because he envies them.
He who ever bestoweth is in danger of losing his shame. To him who ever dispenseth, the hand and heart become callous by very dispensing. Mine eye no longer overfloweth for the shame of suppliants. My hand hath become too hard for the trembling of filled hands. Whence have gone the tears of mine eye, and the down of my heart? O the lonesomeness of all bestowers! O the silence of all shining ones!
Zarathustra realizes that he is becoming wicked. He doesn't like what has happened to him. He will have to figure out a way to find interest in something other than himself.
Many suns circle in desert space. To all that is dark do they speak with their light, but to me they are silent. Oh, this is the hostility of light to the Shining One. Unpityingly doth it pursue its course. Unfair to the Shining One in its innermost heart, cold to the suns, thus travelleth every sun. Like a storm do the suns pursue their courses, that is their travelling. Their inexorable will do they follow, that is their coldness.
In the prologue, Zarathustra likened himself to the sun, burning in its own fire and sharing its light with others, allowing them to prosper under it. He wanted to be like the sun. But now, he realizes that there's something he doesn't like about suns. Since they are driven only by their own fire, they are not drawn to any other light. Thus, they move within the universe in a set course, never deviating left or right. He doesn't want to be like that, to be stuck in one track. The entire idea of the Superman is here thrown into question. The Superman is the utopian state, where nothing brings you misery. But it seems that one needs some misery in their life, in order to feel that longing for something else, in order to grow. The utopian state that he was advocating for, then, will not be able to provide true happiness.
O ye only is it, ye dark nightly ones, that extract warmth from the shining ones. O ye only drink milk and refreshment from the light's udders. Ah, there is ice around me, my hand burneth with the iciness. Ah, there is thirst in me, it panteth after your thirst.
Thus, by being driven only by his own fire, Zarathustra turned to ice. He feels a longing in his soul, a longing to break out of this condition, be once again in a position where he has to learn from others, where their light can melt the ice that traps him.
'Tis night, alas, that I have to be light, and thirst for the nightly, and lonesomeness. 'Tis night, now doth my longing break forth in me as a fountain, for speech do I long. 'Tis night, now do all gushing fountains speak louder, and my soul also is a gushing fountain. 'Tis night, now do all songs of loving ones awake, and my soul also is the song of a loving one. Thus sang Zarathustra.
Zarathustra, as we know, grants symbolic meanings to different hours of the day. Daytime hours are when he sees things most clearly. Nighttime hours are when he understands things not by seeing, but by feeling. He feels a longing in his soul, which makes him realize that he needs to change. Until now he was very self-assured, and always found the words to express his philosophy. Now, unsure of himself, he turns to poetry, trying to express his feelings. This part of the book will be dominated by poetry, as Zarathustra tries to figure out what is that thing that he feels inside, and how he can surpass his current state.